Greetings, YouTube. That ought to grab some attention. There should be nothing in the world more wholesome and literally life-affirming than a woman breastfeeding a baby. It is something that almost all of us have experienced. Fewer people in my generation, because breastfeeding was actually discouraged when my mother was a young mother. I have no idea why. It was a bizarre and strange time in the 60s. But nowadays it is encouraged, which is good, because the bonding, the medical benefits are well known and are very important to humans. That connection that we make during those first few years with that breastfeeding experience is something that I think all humans need. I think it's important for us as apes, as animals, as human beings, as Homo sapiens. And it should cause not a ripple if a woman breastfeeds in public. And yet, in North America, it does. And I think it's directly connected to our incredible obsession with our Puritan roots. Americans are obsessed and equally horrified by nudity and sex. And they can't separate the two. They can't see sex being separate from nudity. For Americans, at least, they see someone showing off some skin that obviously must be related to sex somehow, even though it isn't. I think we would be very much better off if we just tossed every nudity law on the books away. People want to be nude in public, let them be nude in public. Who cares? Okay? Let's face it, in a lot of places in the United States, you don't want to be nude in public, it's too bloody cold. But if somebody wants to, it should be no one else's business. It's just a nude human. It's how we enter the world. People should get used to that fact. It shouldn't be illegal. It should never have been illegal. But it definitely shouldn't be causing a furor over a woman breastfeeding in public. Now, one of the big things that's been going on lately is that women have been getting pinged on Facebook for posting pictures of themselves breastfeeding. And whoever is involved in this process, if someone gets a complaint, someone says, there's an offensive picture here, they yank the picture without ever actually reviewing it. So if somebody posts a picture on a Facebook page and no one ever complains about it, the picture stays up forever. But if somebody complains about a picture, bing, it's gone. It's completely and utterly arbitrary, and the judgment involved seems to be zero. And people are actually losing their access to Facebook, which is important to many people. Not me, but to many people. So it's causing an issue in North America, Canada, and the United States. Now, one of the problems is, of course, that Facebook isn't a public domain issue. They are a private entity. They can do what they want. But they should apply their rules evenly. There should be a review process. Just as I think there should be a review process here on YouTube. That no video should ever be flagged for copyright violation or yanked for anything like that unless it's been reviewed by a human being and signed off by someone. So we know who made the judgment. I think the same thing should be going on at Facebook. But I still cannot fathom why anyone is concerned with a woman breastfeeding a child. How can that be offensive to anyone? I cannot grasp that. The most intimate, most wonderful, life-affirming experience that I can conceive of. And that's it. And there are people who are getting their panties in a bunch over it. I am baffled.